rappers. If I send the dressers, they gon' come and stretch.
What it is, it's your boys Deuce, Teddy, and Laquel, reporting with the facts, opinions, and BS straight from the top of the key. Hey. Had to let y'all know what it is, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we still out there. I see we got people actively participating. Hey, look, don't cut yourself short. You trying to get that moolah, that money, that shmoney, go ahead, apply for that $250. It's easy. All you got to do is let us know what you think under that episode 7 on that TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Apply for that shmoney.
Yeah, how y'all doing?
That money is easy money, man.
It's
Just
easy.
watch and see what you got to do.
It's easy. And I know a lot of y'all broke. Or you just want the money.
Man, let's get into that told you so segment. We got a lot of games to cover.
The told you so segment. All right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna lead us through this told you so segment. So we go ahead and start with Saturday games. Wolves versus the 76ers. I picked the Wolves. Y'all picked the 76ers. So y'all get the opportunity to shut the hell up and listen to me say told you so. So when I looked at that matchup, we was running through our 2-minute drill on a Friday evening. I said, I'm going with the Timberwolves. You know why? You got Cat, who's been guarding Joel Embiid for a few years. And you got Rudy Gobert, who's been guarding Joel Embiid for a few years. And then on top of that, you really don't have too many real perimeter threats on the 76ers that's just going to abuse them too. So I thought about that in about 3 seconds and said, you know what? I'm going to go with the Timberwolves. I feel like they're going to have those two people to keep throwing at Joel Embiid, and they'll be fine. And that's what happened. They kept throwing him at Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid still had a hell of a game. But, you know, I think the other thing on top of that is Tyrese Maxey went out, and that potentially helped them get the dub. But either way it go, I told y'all the Wolves are going to win, and they did that. On to the next one. Spurs versus the Clippers. Actually, Teddy went with the Clippers. Me and Quell went with the Spurs. So you go ahead and lead that one, Teddy.
Just a hunch. Keep it as simple as that. The Spurs, Coach Pop can only do so much. The players got to do something.
Coach Pop can't play, huh?
That's at the end of the day. That's all I gotta say. Coach Pop, he can say this thing, but the players got to go out there and do it. So, they had what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players in double digits. Clips had a decent game. So, told you so. Spurs only gonna be so good, Jake. Coach Pop can't play, okay? He ain't got the like Mike shoes. All right. Keep it pushing.
All right. So we get into our Sunday games. We get all the way to the Grizzlies versus the Nets. Quail went Nets. Teddy and I went Grizzlies. Go ahead. Let us know what the word is, Quail.
I'm running with my guy.
It's your team.
I just want to see him. If he play good, they gonna play good.
Who is he?
And
you know,
for the last 3 games, 11 points, 15 points, and what tonight?
22.
What was tonight? I ain't look at it. 22 tonight. 22, 7, and 8.
You talking about Ben 10?
Ben Simmons.
Ben 10. All right.
22, 7, and 8. 15 and 3 last game. 11 points the game before that. 3 games before that. 9, 8, and 9. He just keep revving it up, keep playing good. And you know Durant gonna try to go. I feel like he ain't got no choice but to go win games now. He gotta go win some games. As much as he didn't talk, leaving the Warriors, trading up and down, having Kyrie Harden, then you right here, and then you in the press. It's like a thing on Durant where, bro, at this point, bro, you just gotta win. Bro, it ain't that. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
What you gonna say next?
We gave you everything. We got you Steph, Kyrie. We gave you everybody. You got a rings. You just got to win, bro, at this point.
Okay. All right. So then we got the Warriors versus the Rockets. Quell and I chose the obvious. The Warriors. Old Nitwit over there chose the Rockets. So, hey, Quill, you was just talking. You keep talking. Why you pick the Warriors? That's all you got to say for that?
Come on now, bro.
Hey, look, you know he extra salty because the Rockets beat his teams, and he think the Rockets gonna beat everybody now. And then you see what the Splash Bros combined for over 70. Oh man, that's crazy.
We all
10 for 13 for Clay.
We all was wrong.
10 for 13 for Clay. That's crazy. So yeah, we told you, and you just a bitter little fucker over there. You need to learn to wisen up and ride the wave. Now we're gonna skip over that one, and the last one will be the Spurs versus the Lakers. And I don't know if I'm a jinx them. That game's still going on, but it's about the end of the third quarter. The Lakers up 30. They up 30, 85-55. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Quill and Vale pick Lakers.
Well, LeBron on the problem.
Teddy picked the Spurs. And look, told you. Hey, them boys, and it's gonna come up later, but I'm gonna just raise over it now. Them boys balling. And like you said, the Spurs can only do so much. The Spurs can only do so much. How can only do so much?
Yeah. Somebody got to hit some shots.
So shit, you got anything to add to either of those, Quill? Or we finna get into this wrong call?
Hey man, hey, they look good without LeBron. Go ahead.
Wrong call, wrong. Oh, I knocked the damn headset off. We finna get into the wrong call segment. All right, we back. All right, boom. I got super excited for the wrong call segment. Boom. So we in the wrong call segment. We're gonna start off. Y'all got the 76ers versus Timberwolves. What led y'all to making that wrong call? Sorry, suckers.
Man, B been on a tear. So it's easy to go with him. And that was before Maxey went out for a while. So wrong call. Timberwolves been on a slump, so it's cool. They got one on us. Wrong call.
What's all that mean, Quill? You over there? Hand
And it was a good game.
With all that,
yeah, it was a good game. Like Anthony Edwards had a good game, but you know, I'm thinking Embiid, him just gonna muscle it out. I'm thinking he's just gonna muscle it out. End of that game, he started hooping at the end. Boy, hit it damn near every free throw they gave him. Like, and he stayed at the line too. So I was 20. Like, oh, they gonna leave him at the line. He gonna slow this game down, bring them boys back. Couldn't pull it all the way out though, but he made it a game. Embiid with no heart, and Embiid been playing ball.
So I think I'm gonna just add. I know I ain't supposed to be talking because I made the right call, but no Harden, no Maxey, no Harris. That was a lot to ask for Embiid to play against a full squad. So and he actually had a good game too. But yeah, Ted, what you got to add to that?
I already said.
Well, shut up then. Next, we got wrong call. We got the Jazz. Oh, I think we skipped over that one. The Jazz versus the Blazers. My bad. We're going to jump right back into the damn told you segment. Y'all picked the Jazz. I picked the Blazers. Why'd y'all pick the Jazz? Y'all get to tell me. You know what I'm saying? I told you so. I grazed over that one.
Because the Jazz is some beast this year. Simple as that. Jazz been winning. They've been beating everybody.
Jazz legit.
Right.
They're legit squad over there, bro.
That's all y'all got to say?
Mm-hmm.
I watched that game. That boy Jordan Clarkson I swear he scored like the last 50 points. I swear he did. That boy was just Clarkson. I said, yeah, that boy graduated from Mizzou. Well, that's where he played before he went to the league, Mizzou. But I made the wrong call. You had two of the hottest teams in the West. The Blazers were number 1, Jazz number 2. Now in the switch, the Blazers tied for the number 2 spot. So they number 3 because I think the other team beat them. But they like number 3 and the Jazz number 1. Great game. I think if D. Lil hadn't got that calf strain, my boys would have came through. So I feel like that's what saved them. But I can't take away from the Jazz pulling it out because the Blazers were on their rear. The Blazers making immaculate plays and the Jazz were responding. Yeah. So that led me to making that wrong call. D. Lil, stay healthy, get back up. All right, so continue. We got the Spurs versus the Clippers. Quell and I made the wrong call with that one. You know, we riding with Coach Pop. You know, I felt like the inconsistency with the Clippers was going to be to their detriment that game. And the Clippers were able to pull it off, get about 11 points from Kawhi. So no 11 from Kawhi. Maybe the Clippers die. You know what I'm saying? You know, as far as losing. But that's led me to making that wrong call.
Same with me. Like, Kawhi played decent, 5 for 8, 1 for 3 from 3. Played decent. He's working his way back. So if he can be what everybody expect him to be, the Clippers can be what everybody expect the Clippers to be. They got the coach, they got personnel, they just don't have the man that they paying a whole lot of money to play basketball.
They don't have consistency, and now they got Kawhi back. Guess who out now? Paul George. So they don't have consistency. They don't have health. You know, you can't really get back-to-backs from Kawhi. You can't really get back-to-backs from John Wall. You can't really stay healthy. So I think that's going to be their downfall. So if they can get that, I think that's when they'll be able to start living up to the name. But that's why I went with the Spurs. You know, that's what Quell was too. So next we get into
bench. John Wall that game, 15 assists.
15-8. Yep, that's nice. That's nice. Sunday. We get into the Knicks versus Suns.
Like that.
We all made that right call. The Hornets, Wizards, we all made the right call. Pistons, Kings, we all made the right call. All right, Grizzlies, Nets. So, Teddy, you go ahead and lead the way. I've been talking. You go ahead and lead the way. Why you make that wrong call? What led you making that wrong call, player?
Ben Simmons had a career high.
You said that 2 times in a row. Well,
you keep having career highs the last 2 games, so you're gonna have a wrong call when Ben Simmons is putting up astronomical career numbers. You're gonna make a wrong call when that man putting up astronomical numbers like that. But yeah,
this boy, hey, he out Charles Barkley.
Still no job. So wrong call. And that's,
you caught that one?
The Nets got 1.
All right, so I say wrong call. I expected, I didn't know John Wall wasn't going to play. When we made that call, we were projecting John Wall to play.
Not John Wall. Who?
I mean, yeah, man, John Morant. My bad, bro. My bad.
John
Morant. We were expecting John Morant to play. He didn't play. Not only did he not play, Desmond Bane wasn't out. So I feel like if John played, they can get that dub. But on the other end, you starting to see Ben Simmons, Quell been campaigning for Ben Simmons like he running for president. And we press Quell, when you think he gonna show up? Quell, Christmas maybe. He been running with this Christmas thing. So, hey, my only thing is watching him play, as I stated last time, he looked comfortable. Like when we have our debates, even after we done filming, we stay on for like another hour still debating stuff, right? And for me, it's not shooting as far as a jump shot. It's shooting as far as field goals. Like when you are able to shoot the ball, especially around the basket, you're 6'10", do it. And I think we're seeing a lot of that. He looks comfortable. He looks at ease. So I think that's going to be very beneficial. And now you're able to get that Ben Simmons production with KD's production as far as him being on the boards and playing defense. And I think if you have those working in tangent, then this is the output you're going to get. So we'll see once they play against a team, because you got Kyrie back. So now the next thing we also got to pay attention to is Joe Harris coming back and Seth Curry coming back. But we'll see once they start playing against teams who have their people Then we can have that conversation when they start going against teams who have their people. So we can look at their schedule and see when they're supposed to have their next like tough assignment, and then we can really pay attention to that game and see how they fare during that. But yep, that's what led me to making that wrong call. John Morant didn't know he was gonna be out because he got injured the night we recorded last. Next, we're Warriors versus the Rockets. Ted Meister, you go ahead and do this pathetic wrong call.
Nobody expect Clay to drop 40-something points like that. So,
are you shocked, Quill?
I mean, yeah, that's just a shocker. Clay dropping that many points.
What?
That's a
You
shocker,
from Clay?
bro.
Are you shocked, Quill?
You talking about? Are you shocked from the win or are you shocked from Clay?
Clay, are you
Shocked
shocked?
from
I'm not
Clay.
shocked at all because I expected if Clay didn't score it, it would have came from somewhere. Steph would have.
I mean, but Clay had a decent game the game before too. He had a decent game the game before.
Like it would have came from somewhere. Like,
but as I've stated, not even
Clay had a
alluded,
good game, but it ain't just Clay. It's us.
I haven't even just alluded to this, bro. My bad. Kansas City Chiefs just scored that touchdown. We needed that. All right. So look, as I've stated, Clay is notorious for having these slow starts, and then he erupts for 40, for 30 in the quarter, for 10 for 13 from the three. This is Clay. So you sad sucker. We're going to keep going. I ain't even giving you any more time to talk about that one. All right, so next, we all made the wrong call with the Nuggets versus the Mavs. And I know Jake, I know Quail, I know Big Boy, Big Brother, or whatever, been waiting to laugh with Teddy about this one. You know, before we started, I had to get my giggles off because, man, you lost. You lost. At the beginning of the season, he was, y'all 12 seed. We 6 seed. We 5th seed. Now look at you. I say, why you laugh so early in the season, bro? It's so many games left. So why'd you make the wrong call, Quill?
I made the wrong call, but in that same segment, I said, "Yeah, I might lose without him."
You did. You did.
Bruh,
because you got DeAndre. You got DeAndre Jordan.
This whole thing about the end of November and how y'all need to win these games.
Yes. And you said y'all were gonna win
any
all
two
but
games
one.
I was gonna win and should have picked off the Nuggets without Jokic.
He said we're gonna win all of them. We might lose one. That's what he said. So look, and then you see DeAndre Jordan grab 17 rebounds. He damn out rebounded your whole starting 5. That boy still got some quality. Bring your ass over here to the Warriors, boy. Go ahead and drop Wiseman ass off somewhere. We got you. So let me go ahead. I made that call, you know, because I wanted to respect the Mavs. Y'all just played the Nuggets. Y'all beat them. Y'all got lucky. No Jamal Murray. No, the Joker. You know, Highland just coming back off of injury. So I looked at that and said, you know, I'm gonna respect the Mavs and go with them. They should go ahead and win it. But you know, when teams play you that next night, especially when they know they finna have that same lineup, they can make adjustments. They made adjustments. And now you see what it looks like. And then Luka had a good game, but Luka had a mediocre game for Luka. He only scored 22. How many shots he put up, Quell? How many shots he put up?
16.
He only put up 16 shots?
For 16.
Dang. Normally Luka's shooting about 23. He shoot around between 21 and 24 shots a game.
He shot 15.
He only had 11. Christian Woods ain't show up for you. How many points Christian Woods had, Quell? Like 5?
5. What's his name? Josh Green hit 6 out of 7 threes.
He had like 25, didn't he?
He scored more than Luka.
He did. All right,
23.
So I did enough. Teddy, what happened?
Those nights.
Oh, it's one of those nights. Man, it's crazy. That's crazy. Well, last wrong call. Ted, you picked the Spurs. We picked the Lakers. It's fourth quarter. It's still a 30-point game. You don't want to talk about why you made the wrong call?
Mike Tracy McGrady.
All right. I can respect that, player. On to the next.
Like Tracy McGrady, that boy.
Hey, bro.
I guess he forget what he
Hey,
said
they were
earlier.
good without
Popovich ain't
LeBron.
can't play.
About Pop, I said Tracy McGrady.
I forgot you. I forgot you must have. I mean, you
30
must have
and
forgot
18.
that he can only do so much. The Spurs can only do so much. But go ahead, transition us, player.
Well, let's get on to it. That's the end of the wrong card segment. Let's go ahead. Talk about a few things. We got talk about Zach Lavine being benched
Okay.
on the slump.
Okay.
Magics. What are y'all takes on that? Can't win without Buddy. Rosen cannot do it by himself. He already ain't got no
Ain't win
ball.
without buddy, but yeah.
You're not winning. You don't have no ball. And you just got the Rosen. Zach Lavine is playing subpar. The Bulls is not going to win. It's flat out, especially in the stacked East like that. It's not happening.
I mean, you look 0 for 5 from the field goal. I mean, from the 3, 1 for 14, 1 for 14 for the field goal. Only went to the free throw line twice. It was a close game. So as a coach, Billy Donovan, as a coach, what do? He ain't in the game. So Billy Donovan made a tough call, a tough decision, which what all leaders have to do, and he benched him. Because it's like, what else does Zach Lavine bring to the game? 0 steals, 0 blocks. So, I mean, it's easy to look and say, where's the defense? You're not getting to the free throw line. You only got 2 assists, so you're not creating plays. By you being in that slump, I mean, it's really, the way Billy Donovan probably looking at it, like, it's better for them if you on the floor than if you off the floor. So to give us a shot, for us to get a shot, put you on the bench. And you still got options coming off the bench. So, I mean, he's not benched, for the season. They ain't talking about changing up the lineup or anything like that. But that's a call that you got to make in some of the games, and I think that's cool. What'd you say, Quill?
Yeah, that game, it wasn't nothing he could really do. It wasn't in that game when you not going, and it's a close game, and it's a game you in a like you said, you in a game where you got to start winning games now. You seeing that it looked like everything gonna be close, things gonna be close, the record's gonna be close. You gotta win games, like so in a close game like that, you 1 for 14. Like we gotta roll with who we gotta roll with right now. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, you're not going. you're not giving us nothing. No, right now. You can't stop nobody. You ain't getting in front of nobody. So I think close game like that, you gotta roll with who playing good at the moment.
Yeah, because then you got to think what else can you bring?
Coaches. He's one of those coaches. Like
yeah, but then it's also like what else can you bring to the team? And like I said, you're not making plays for anybody. You're not getting to the free throw line. Like you're not making his refs make the call.
Saying he basically in the way.
Yeah, and I mean when you got
space.
Javonte Green coming off the bench, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals. So you probably looking at that like, all right, go out there play defense. I mean, we know we can get that from you, and if you open, we'll get a bucket. So,
yep, let's leave it at that. Let's get into Mr. Giannis. They had a real close game against the 76ers. They lost because Giannis was about, 4 for 15 or something like that from the free throw line. So afterwards, buddy, like he do, they say after every game, try to get up some shots, get some free throws, and in the midst of it, Montrezl Harrell beating on his chest, and the staff wouldn't allow Giannis to do what he do. So he ended up knocking the ladder over, pushing the ladder over out of frustration. What do y'all think? What are y'all thoughts on that? Giannis showing he human the last couple of weeks in the NBA. Showing emotion. Showing he could be not contained, but beat. What you think, Will?
I think that I'll be frustrated too, in that particular situation. Because for one, I'm on one end not bothering nobody without the ladder. The ladder was on the other end. You come over here and you just take my ball out the rim because you feel like get off your court. Your owner didn't tell me get off your court. You come, I shoot the ball, you catch it out the rim, you walk to the sideline, holding my basketball, get off my court. Game over with, all of that. I'll have to leave from where I'm going to walk all the way to the locker room to go grab another basketball, to come back outside to see all of y'all on y'all side shooting after the game, doing y'all thing. And when I walk down here to the other side now, because you didn't stop my rhythm, grab my ball out the rim, and done all of this, I had to walk and do some more shit. Now I come down here, I'm like, y'all, could y'all move this ladder out from in front of this rim? And y'all like, nah, it's like, bruh, move the ladder, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's something like, bro, just move the ladder, bro. Like, move the ladder, bro. Like, at some point, bro, move the ladder, bro. Like, I don't want to have to get into it with Buddy. I'm just trying to shoot free throws, bro. And he's saying, get off my court, and y'all kind of trying to echo that. I throw this, I turn up. What the league gonna do?
What's the
Move the ladder.
principles behind all that?
Like, what the league gonna do? Because y'all got Embiid, I'm Giannis. Yeah, y'all got Embiid. He still ain't won nothing. Not a conference championship, not an MVP, not a defensive player of the year. He a scoring champion. I'm Giannis. Move the ladder. I feel that way too, bro.
Nah, I mean, looking outside.
Because he wouldn't have done that to LeBron.
Yeah, outside looking in, I say, Giannis, look, you got a job, they got a job. Let them do what they do. You're not at home, but when you pull in other factors, other people on the court, and all the other details that you unveiled, it's like, yeah, hey, look, let me do me. So what you see from Giannis is that is pure passion. Giannis strives for greatness. Giannis wasn't satisfied when he got his MVP. He wasn't satisfied when he won that championship. Giannis is not going to be satisfied till he wins as many championships as he can. That's when Giannis is satisfied. That's why you seen him suffer that horrendous hyperextension on that knee, and he came back and still played and won him a championship. How many other players would have done that? Nobody. I don't know any other player, not even Allen Iverson, I don't feel like would have came back and played through that. So what you see is that passion. He knows he's 4. We're at 4 for 15. If you look at the rest of the free throws, out of the rest of his team, only 2 other people shot free throws. And combined, they shot 6. And they were 4 for 6. And the team was 8 for 21.
Terrible.
So he knows we lost this game by 8. Had I made more free throws, we could have went to overtime. We could have won. So he took that personal ownership and he did what he normally do, because Giannis overcame a lot of adversity shooting from the free throw line. People counting 1, 2. He overcame all of that. Now people don't really even count for real when he's shooting free throws because he's making them. So yeah, that kind of hit him hard, probably took him back to a dark place, not to mention since he's come back from his hiatus, he's looked at, like a mirror image of himself. Not to, we can't fail to mention that they've lost games, when they started off 8-0. So I think it's all getting on him, and now you get to see his passion. So he like, let me shoot these free throws. And I think he's a kind person. He let me shoot these free throws. Y'all seen how I shot. Let me get these shots up. So, you see him, he pushed the ladder. He ain't like throw it like Giannis could have threw that ladder. He just pushed it off, to the side, and it fell, so it looks bad, but let that man shoot his free throws.
It also depends on hey, if I'm working, I'm trying to go home.
That's what I'm saying. But
I gotta go, man. I'm trying to go home, man.
I feel that. But if you letting people on the other end shoot,
hey,
I mean, it ain't your house. It ain't your house.
I ain't gotta clock. They ain't gotta leave for me to clock out. You gotta leave for me to clock out. Go on somewhere. Get on up out of there.
But at the same time, if I wouldn't have had to go get this ball, ball because
I don't care about none of that. I just gotta wipe down the backboard.
These other players wouldn't be shooting on the hoop that I was already shooting on.
Hey, I gotta wipe
Like
the
they did a whole
whiteboard
thing,
down so
like
I can go
Montrez
home.
walking up the court with his ball. Get off the court. Get
I don't
off the
care
court.
about none of that. I gotta wipe the
Like-
backboard down so I can go home. Let me go
Yeah.
home to my wife and children on my minimum salary right now. Life is hard.
I feel that.
Struggle is real. I don't care about none of that. I
I
ain't
think
even watch
that
the game.
your owner gonna understand when you say Giannis was shooting.
The owner don't care about nobody but a B. He don't care about no that man. I'm ready to go home.
All right.
Giannis was shooting the basketball. Shoot that.
I ain't ready to go.
Let that man
Giannis.
shoot. Let that man shoot free throw.
Yeah.
Let that man shoot free
Let me
throw.
not take too much more time. Hey, let's talk about Kawhi Leonard. He said the Clippers need to get better all around. I mean, that goes without saying.
Yep.
I don't.
But do you think these words should come from Kawhi Leonard?
Yes, it should because he's their leader.
He should be their leader.
He
He should be their leader.
I'm
I mean,
about to say, you said
not on
he's
the
their
quarter.
leader.
He
But-
should. We don't know if he's their leader.
Kawhi probably don't even know what he is right now, but on
No,
paper,
I'm saying in the locker room, he may be their leader, but you never hear him talk. So we don't know for a fact. We know he should be their leader.
I mean, he's not an outspoken person, at least not to the media.
Well,
Goes behind
reports
closed-
reflect that in the locker room, he talks.
Yeah, I'm saying everybody look at the 76ers, they'll say Kawhi and the 76ers, or they may say Kawhi and Paul George and the 76ers. He's their leader. He the one
You mean
that
the
should
Clippers?
be saying, yeah, the Clippers, yeah.
Okay.
He should be saying that's his job as the leader, whether you playing or not. Should be saying, yeah, we need to get better, such taking ownership. You expect that from Giannis. You expect that from Steph. You expect that from Luka. You expect that from DeRozan, who the leaders of the teams. You expect them to say stuff like that. I mean, that's not what he doing is on the same lines of what's his name, KD
Yeah.
said, just in a way better manner,
Yeah.
a way more
But
political.
when you look at
manner.
somebody, it's somebody who you don't know what you're going to get out of them. That's why I'm going with, like, should he be the one saying it? Like, we don't even know when you finna play, bro. Like, and when you play, we don't really know what we finna get out of you. So it's kind of like you say we need more.
Yeah.
If we knew you weren't playing, then we could be more. Look at how we played last year.
But he could be talking about himself too. It ain't like Kevin Durant where Durant pointing
true.
fingers at everybody.
True.
He's saying we all need to.
But you also got to look at it when Kawhi looking like this. The other way you can look at it, Kawhi's not playing. Well, he wasn't playing. So when he's making that statement, he can't really be including himself.
Why not? I mean,
He's not playing.
He had a game or two earlier. He ain't playing at that right.
Yeah, he just came back. But what I'm saying is we're looking at them not playing.
Kawhi
That's why
likes to be on teams that are good teams before he gets there.
Yeah, good without him.
Kawhi is not we don't want a team that like the Clippers. Everybody are talking about the Clippers being good in the West and great in the West and the number one team in the West and what they could have been in the West and all. They're gonna win a championship in the West, but they're talking about that with Kawhi on that team. The Spurs were going to go to the finals those 3 years back to back to back without Kawhi. When Tim Duncan them, they were going to go without him. The Toronto Raptors were the number one team in the East year after year after year with DeRozan. So Kawhi likes to go to teams and be on teams that he can they're already great teams without him. He don't necessarily need to be the piece that makes them the great team. He's not always he can get them over the hump. He
can be the cherry on top.
Yeah, okay. He's a get you over the hump guy. He's not the one. And now he's seeing when he has to go be the one, his body that can't hold up. And when they was up 3-1 on the team, he can't close or shut a team out. Yeah, he need a Siakam and a Van Fleet and another mother. He need another squad.
And a Lowry.
He need to just come join the Warriors. He's just a big stiff guy. What he
go
is.
join Luka.
He's prone to get injured. He's just a big stiff guy. Like injury is bound to happen with that man.
All right.
Well, let's keep it pushing. Since we are already talking about LA, let's talk about LeBron James. How the Lakers are winning without him.
They are catching stride. This will be 3 consecutive games. 3 consecutive games. Who off the top of their head know the Lakers record? The
Right now,
Lakers,
they should be
Well,
5
like
and
4.
something.
they before this,
Well, they
the
4 right
Lakers
now, but
were
after
2
this, they gonna
and
be
10.
5 and something.
Before this, the Lakers were 2 and 10. They've won 3 games. Well, they're about to win their 3rd game. Now they're 4 and 10, they'll be 5 and 10. They won those 3 consecutive games without LeBron.
Mhm.
Darvin Ham, he put out, we're gonna turn around the season. AD responded. They lost. I think they lost again, and then they won. AD said, I got your back. That's what AD said. Now you see AD real quick, 30 points, 18 rebounds, 3 steals. He said, I got your back. No LeBron. They're catching stride. The Lakers have discussed limiting Pat Bell's minutes because they said they ain't getting nothing out of Pat Bell. He out there running around like Russell Westbrook said, he fooling y'all, making y'all think he playing defense. Now they talking about limiting his minutes, but you see LeBron. So what you got to make of that, Quill? Winning no LeBron.
No LeBron. Westbrook being in a role where all his production can be used as an asset, and none of the things that he do bad. He's not on the floor long enough for those to hinder your team too badly. And then if you just take AD last couple of games, 18 a night, 38 and 16 the other night, 37 and 18 the night before that, 24 and 14 the night before that. AD's been trying to make the case slowly but surely that he's looking more and more like the Anthony Davis they traded for. Anthony Davis, LeBron wanted to give up all them pieces for. He's starting to look like that AD, or at least over the last 4 games, these double-doubles been big double-doubles. So he been hooping. He has been hooping. He ain't just giving you a 20, you know what I'm saying, 20 and grabbing a couple. No.
And he ain't just standing out there hoisting up all them threes like Dwight Howard is in Taiwan right now.
Oh yeah, boy. I'll take Dwight though, bro. I'll take Dwight. The way that he look in shape right now. Dwight look in shape.
But I also say, they running down to all their guards. You got Kendrick Nunn getting 18 minutes, Dennis Schroeder getting 20, Westbrook getting 22. You got Lonnie Walker
Westbrook
getting 28, Reeves getting 27, Beverly getting 20, and they playing the other big, Thomas Bryant off the bench, 21. Without LeBron, them guards get to do what they do without having to worry about LeBron and, what he's going to do. They get to go out there and be who they're going to be without deferring to LeBron or waiting for LeBron to do what he got to do, taking a back seat.
Westbrook is allowed to pass the ball.
He's allowed to run the ball.
He's getting double-digit assists in the last couple.
In those last 4 games, he had double. Yeah,
he's allowed to pass the ball. We all know that Westbrook
12 and 10 assists.
Westbrook needs the ball in his hand to be effective.
Exactly.
So with LeBron not being there and Westbrook allowing, because they both ball dominant players, Westbrook is allowed to do his thing. He allowed to move, chuck and jive like he need to. So it makes it easier for them.
On me.
Makes you wonder though, if they keep winning like this, would you think they need to get rid of LeBron? Try to get some pieces?
I think that's something that we save for the next show.
When LeBron come back, those double-digit assist numbers for the next show start sinking down a little bit.
But hey, that's all we got for this episode. I hope y'all enjoyed the facts, opinions, and BS with your boys Deuce, Teddy, and LaQuell, straight from the top of the key. Make sure y'all go and get that shmoney.
You patch shit up with God, cause we gon' bless you. Let it burn, you gon' get it back. These just my confession. Stay in traffic, can't get picked off like no sitting duck. Keep one in the tuck. White